Hi guys, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel, Honestly Invisibly Sick. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm drinking my coffee with you guys. If you have some coffee on hand, go grab you some. Doesn't matter whether it's morning, afternoon, night, coffee's good anytime. Please excuse my hair today. I just kind of washed it and let it dry. I put some product in it and then I detangled it with my detangling comb, and it is what it is today. I've been kind of having a little bit of trouble with my joints in my hand and my wrists, so I didn't want to straighten it or do anything extra to it. If you guys remember, my last video was about my daughter with her juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and I had to take her to the children's hospital, and it just kind of really, I don't have tinted windows in my car, so the sun was kind of beating in, and it just really flared up my lupus, and I just did not feel good the next day, and I'm still trying to kind of get over it. I really need to tint my windows so that when we do take a long trip, it's not like that. I just don't really think about it all the time because, you know, you're just in and out of the car, but I really do need to tint my windows. And if you guys notice, I'm filming on another couch. I picked this couch up from a thrift store, and I'll show it to you guys in my next thrift haul video, which I think might be the next video coming up Monday. I'm not sure. I'm playing around with two different things because it's not the end of the month, and I kind of want to hold my thrift store video off till the end of the month so I can show you guys everything that I got. Not that I've been out hitting the thrift stores a lot this month because I really haven't had any extra time to do that. Just picked up a few little things, and of course the couch, but I needed to, excuse me, keep burping up my coffee. Excuse me. I'll show you guys my living room when I finish it. I have my older furniture that's kind of brownish. It's not really matching with this couch, so my plan is to get two recliners that match the couch and get rid of the other pieces of furniture that I have here in the living room and just kind of keep the green scheme because it matches. My house is done in beachy, and you'll see when you see the curtains, the couch matches the curtains, and so I just want to match up the couch. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. We can chit chat about that later. Today's video is about the difference between osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. But before I get into that, I just want to get my disclaimer out of the way. I am not a medical professional. This is just my story and what works for me, and also my opinions. I think this is kind of a hot button issue for me because I just get this all the time, like especially before I got diagnosed with the lupus. My doctor and I knew, my primary doctor and my eye doctor knew that I had some type of either rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic, you know, some type of arthritis. We really thought it was psoriatic arthritis once I got diagnosed with psoriasis. But so people would ask me when I would have trouble, like I was on the cane before I got diagnosed with lupus. I always was stiff whenever I would go to get up. Please excuse my voice. I do not know what's going on with it today. But I would have trouble getting up from chairs, and trouble sitting down from being stiff, and just trouble walking in general. I had a limp, and sometimes I couldn't lift my feet up. And I would just, you know, I went out in the world. I still did my stuff. I didn't want to hide at home. I was very active in the church. And so people would ask me, like, what's wrong with you? And I would say, oh, I have arthritis. And then they would say, oh, I have arthritis too. And then it would come to find out, you know, because talking to them, because when you hear somebody say they have arthritis, and you're like, oh, well, I have that too. What kind you have or whatever. And then I would find out that it was osteoarthritis. And they didn't really understand the difference between inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis. And inflammatory arthritis is, like I said, your rheumatoid arthritis, your psoriatic arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, which is arthritis of the spine primarily, but it can attack your bigger joints. Psoriatic arthritis attacks the spine too, usually more prevalent in the spine, but they both attack in different ways. Like ankylosing spondylitis can actually cause your vertebrae to fuse in your spine. And there was a time that my doctor thought that I had ankylosing spondylitis because I was so stiff. My primary care doctor, and also my second opinion, the doctor that I got the second opinion from, whenever back in 2016, That rheumatologist also thought because I was so stiff that it was ankylosing spondylitis, but it turned out not to be ankylosing spondylitis. But I still don't have full range of motion in my back, and that's why he thought that. We're not sure why I don't have full range of motion in my back. My back has been x-rayed. My SI joints have been MRI'd, and so far nothing shows up, but I do not have full range of motion. Excuse me. Wow. Full range of motion in my back or in my left hip. But that could be just due to lupus. Lupus could cause that as well. So for me to bend over is like really, it's really a challenge. But I want to get back to the topic at hand. So that's what ankylosing spondylitis can do. And psoriatic arthritis, like I said, you can have it in the spine, just your vertebrae don't fuse, such as it does with ankylosing spondylitis. So osteoarthritis is caused from wear and tear on your joints. Usually you get osteoarthritis or degenerative arthritis. I'm going to call it osteoarthritis. If your doctor told you that you have degenerative arthritis, it in fact is osteoarthritis. It's just two different ways of saying it. But it is the same thing. This is caused from wear and tear on your joints. It happens usually, like I said, when you're up in age. I know people that personally have osteoarthritis, and their ages range from 50, and some of them got it their first time in their 50s, and then some of them got it their first time in their 70s. So it just depends on your body and the types of jobs that you did whenever you were younger, and things of that nature. But everybody's body is different. Everybody's joints are going to break down at a different time. And there's some people that can have osteoarthritis and inflammatory arthritis at the same time. But usually it's when you're further up in age. So the main difference between osteoarthritis and degenerative arthritis, or osteoarthritis, now I'm calling it two different ways, osteoarthritis, is that, like I said, osteoarthritis is caused from wear and tear, whereas inflammatory arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, is caused from inflammation in your body. It's actually caused from your immune system attacking the tissues and the joints in your body, or the tissues around your joints. But it doesn't just end at your joints. It also can attack your organs. Inflammatory arthritis can attack your organs. It can attack your lungs, your heart, your eyes. Like, there's such a wide variety. And if you have psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis can attack your skin. The psoriasis attacks your skin, which psoriasis is another autoimmune disease. So these are just, it's just like a wide area of what inflammatory arthritis actually can attack. And they've been playing around with the idea of changing rheumatoid arthritis to rheumatoid disease. Same thing with psoriatic arthritis. Instead of calling it psoriatic arthritis, they would call it psoriatic disease, which I champion that because it's it would be easier to explain to people what you have rather than saying rheumatoid arthritis, and then they put you in, when you say arthritis, they put you in the bubble with all types of arthritis, and it's not the same thing. It's its own separate, unique disease. It's not the same thing as someone whose joints are breaking down over time from use and wear and tear and just age in general, as opposed to inflammatory arthritis. There is no age limit. If you guys remember my last video that I did, which is juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and I'll put a link up here, and my daughter actually has juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and I believe she's had it since she was 8 years old. And it just goes to show that with inflammatory arthritis, there is no age limit. There are babies that are born with inflammatory arthritis, such as juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. The same thing with lupus. There is no age limit for that either. It can be, you can get it at any age. I know I used to get that a lot whenever I would tell people that I had arthritis. They'd be like, oh, you're too young to have arthritis. But they didn't understand that there's a difference. And I'm not faulting them for that, because if you don't know, you don't know. Like, whenever I was first told, when I was 21, and my doctor said, you have I think you have rheumatoid arthritis. I was like, are you crazy? I'm not old. I don't have arthritis, because I didn't know. Like many people out there, you don't know that there's a difference between osteo and degenerative arthritis and inflammatory arthritis. And I think it's just lack of awareness and sometimes a lack of understanding. Well, if you don't know and you don't have somebody who personally has it that explains it to you, because most people that have it, rheumatoid arthritis, aren't going to go around educating people about having rheumatoid arthritis. I happens to be different, because I think I'm a teacher at heart, even though I'm not a teacher. I just, I don't know. I just feel like education is needed, and ever since I've had it, even before I officially got my diagnosis, I would try to explain to people what it is, and I don't know, I've just always been that way. And I think some people take it as, oh, she wants attention because she's, telling us what it is, but it's not that I want attention. I just want to explain what it is, and that way everybody can learn. But sorry, I'm gonna get another drink of coffee. Yeah, it does come as a shock to some people that it can come at all ages. And I don't want in any way anybody to think that I am downplaying osteoarthritis, because I know several people that have it and it is painful. I am in no way downplaying the fact if you have osteoarthritis. I know that it's painful. Not that I have it personally, but as I said, I know people that have it. I'm just trying to explain the differences between inflammatory arthritis and osteoarthritis so that you know the difference. Like, pain is pain. If you're on this channel and you have lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, even if you have osteoarthritis, pain is pain. And suffering through pain it's a challenge every day. So if you're somebody who has, like I said, osteoarthritis, don't think in any way that I'm downplaying your symptoms or the fact that you're in pain, because I'm not. I just want to explain the difference so that we're all aware. So maybe when somebody says, I have rheumatoid arthritis, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry that you have that, and somebody will know a little bit better about what somebody else goes through. And that's the purpose of my channel across the board. I just want to bring awareness to these autoimmune diseases, because a lot of it's not talked about. I think that rheumatoid arthritis has been around for a long time, but the fact that some of the things are said to people, like, oh, where you think all arthritis is the same, I think that just speaks that there needs to be more awareness of exactly what rheumatoid arthritis is. And the same thing with lupus. Most people think like, oh, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, they're not going to think that it attacks or affects your body the way it does, where you can have like flu-like symptoms and fevers and chills and days where you just feel like you have the flu, or you could be sick, or it could be attack on your lungs or your heart or your eyes. Most people don't think about rheumatoid arthritis or psoriatic arthritis affecting somebody in that way, because they think, oh, it's arthritis, so it's just the joints. But it isn't. It's your whole body. It's your whole system. It's systemic, as opposed to where you have osteoarthritis and it's just in those affected joints. Not that you can't get it, in another joint. Obviously, your joints could break down at any time when you're older and you've your body mechanics, or just whatever type of job you did, or even sometimes it doesn't matter. I know people that didn't have very strenuous jobs who still have osteoarthritis. Like, your body just decides to break, or your joints just decide to break down whenever they break down, and there's nothing that you can do about it. But I just want to explain the difference, and how inflammatory arthritis affects everything systemically versus osteoarthritis doesn't. And I just want to bring awareness, so maybe next time somebody says that they have rheumatoid arthritis, then somebody will be like, oh, I know what that is. Or I know that is a systemic disease versus not just affecting one joint. And I think that about covers it all. Like I said, it's like to me it's like a hot button issue, and I don't mean to to downplay anybody's symptoms. And I think a lot of times whenever you try to explain it, then people think, well, you're trying to say that your inflammatory arthritis is worse than my osteoarthritis. And like I said, pain is pain. We all suffer. I know some people that have osteoarthritis and they suffer really bad with it. And I'm very sorry and heartbroken that they have to go through that, because we as pain sufferers should have compassion for anybody who says that they're in pain. And I find myself like doing this, and it really bothers me that I do it, and I'm trying to be more aware so that I don't do it. But when somebody says that they're in pain, you're kind of like, ugh, because you know you're in pain, so you're like, their pain can't be as bad as mine, because you're the only person that can feel your pain. You can't feel their pain. And we all have different pain levels and pain tolerances. So you can't really compare your pain to somebody else's. And I'm really trying to be more aware of that and trying to stop it, because I don't want to downplay anybody's pain symptoms, and I really want to have that compassion for anybody who's suffering with pain, because it's something that's very hard to deal with, and pain affects you mentally, physically, and it's just really, really a challenge every day. So like I said, if you're somebody who has osteoarthritis, even if you have that and you need support, I'm here for you. It may not be an autoimmune disease, but it is pain, and I know pain. So comment down below. I'll be happy to listen to you. I'll be happy to pray with you, whatever it is that you need, because we really need to stop. I really need to stop. I don't know if other people do that, but we really need to have compassion for other people that are in pain, even though they don't have our same diseases. Just because somebody has a different disease doesn't mean that they're not in pain every day, and doesn't mean that they don't deserve support and just our compassion, because that's really what we want from everybody else, is compassion for our pain, and people to take the time to understand what we go through. And I just want to give that out to other people. And I think that's the end of my video, and I thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for Monday. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be like a beauty video. I've really got something I really want to do, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen by Monday. So if not, then I'll just do my thrift store haul. And I really hope you guys like the thrift store hauls, because I really enjoy doing it. Like I said, that's my way to get out of the house. So I get to go out and look. I don't necessarily buy something every time that I go, but I just like to get out and look and see what you can find. Because you would be surprised what the name brands and the stuff that you can find in a thrift store that people get rid of. So I just like to be thrifty, and I like to be as frugal as I possibly can be, but not being so frugal that I'm cheap. But if I can get something that is name brand that I would normally pay a lot of money for, and if it's still within season, like if it's still in season, still in style, I'm gonna pick it up. And sometimes you can get the things, I like looking for vintage things from the thrift store, because sometimes you can find really good vintage, really good quality vintage things that are like right back in style. And some pieces transcend trends and time, and they're just always going to be in style no matter what. So look forward to that. I'm not sure if it'll be this Monday or next Monday. I'm going to see what I can kind of do over the weekend. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you need support, if you need prayer, please comment down below. I'm here for you. And don't forget to subscribe. I know a lot of people watch my channel and you don't subscribe, so if you're watching, just go ahead and click the subscribe button and click the bells and click all with the bell so you can see my videos as soon as they come up. And don't forget to check out my Facebook page at honestlyinvisiblysick.com. Wow. Not .com. At honestlyinvisiblysick. The blog is not up and running yet. As soon as it does get up and running, I will let you guys know. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have time, sit down with a cup of coffee and just relax. Alright guys, thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye.